Michael Salvato, your internet lifestyle and peak performance coach. And over the weekend we talked briefly in some of the posts that I made about being impeccable with your word. It's one of the first of the 4 agreements. And being impeccable with your word means not only that you are a person of your word, that when you make a commitment, you keep that commitment. It also means making sure that the words that you speak are words that bring life. What I mean by that is that you don't use words that tear things down or tear people down. Now, that doesn't mean that you're afraid to hold people accountable. It doesn't mean that you don't tell the truth about things that are unjust or things that are not wise or things that are not wholesome. But it means that you don't go about it with an intentionality that is to destroy. I'll give you a great example. Over the weekend, there was a lot of sort of whining and crybaby posturing going on from folks who felt threatened by the fact that a lot of their group were joining a new social network. Now the sad thing is that where there is lack of leadership and there's lack of maturity, then quite often there's also lack of insight. And so what these so-called leaders didn't understand was that their folks weren't leaving their sales team to go join a social network, because really, if you think about it, that would be crazy. The social network has something in place that they're going to be able to monetize their members by profit sharing from their ad revenues. But most people, at least those who are intelligent enough to treat their business like a business, understand that they're not going to get rich by doing ad revenue sharing for at least 5, 10, 15 years, if that even pans out. But see, what those folks, and not all of those folks are experienced network marketers, but some of them just happen to have a little more common sense than the people that are out there whining and crying and bashing. What they understand is that early adopters in social networks are the ones that position themselves to be able to grow the largest groups, to grow the biggest lists. So you see these so-called leaders out there who are always talking about how brilliant they are about building lists, really showed us this weekend that they're not so brilliant at all, that they really don't understand internet marketing. You see, if they understood internet marketing, they would have already encouraged all of their people to position themselves in that new social network. It's because they would have understood that early adopters are the ones that grow the biggest lists. Now, I guarantee you, some of those people that are out there whining and bitching and moaning, they're already in that other social network because they have such tremendous fear of loss that they do things like that all the time. The very people that are out there bullying folks for quote-unquote quitting what they're doing, which just means that they're leaving the failing program that they're with, those very same folks are in 5, 10, 15 affiliate programs, internet marketing programs. They have other streams of income coming in. So when they talk about how you need to focus on their business, that's do as I say, not as I do. And that's disgusting. That's not being impeccable with your word. So when you're impeccable with your word, it means that you make sure that you bring life to the situation, that you're always looking for the greater good, and you're speaking to that greater good, that your intentionality is designed to protect the greater good. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the second agreement. We're going to talk about not taking things personal, because we saw a lot of that this weekend too. People who take things personally when what really happens when you're taking what somebody else says personally, all you're doing is shirking off your own responsibility for the mess that you've created in your life. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Meanwhile, have a fantastic week. We're enjoying another incredible day here at the resort. And for those of you who would like to know how you could enjoy a lifestyle like this, enjoy this legacy lifestyle, that comes with a legacy income, then get back in touch with me. I'll share with you how our private vacation program can help position you to enjoy lifestyle while you build a legacy income. Until then, this is Dr. John Michael Salvato reminding you to stay in the moment, because that's where the power is. Be grateful for everything that you've got, because if you're not grateful for what you have, then what makes you think you're going to be happier with more? And always remember that the best is yet to come. We'll talk soon.